After 2 weeks of non-stop testing in the new format, I have decided that Yummy Solfachord is the best way to play pure Yummy. It does everything that Yummy does and then some. It ends on triple Omni Negate with Naturia Beast from one card. I'm going to show you how to play this deck right now with a totally free Yummy Solfachord spreadsheet, so you can see how to play it below. Why am I releasing this for free? Because I want Yummy supremacy everywhere. I had enough of Shittail. I had enough. So what defeats Shittail? Naturia Beast backed up with triple Omni Negate, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now in this video with a totally free Yummy spreadsheet down below. So go check it out and let's get started. I'm going to be going through the spreadsheet so you can see how to do every single line, and it's the only deck I can think of that has 20 hand traps while still doing a crazy, you could play low to the ground or you could play super mega combo. That's what I like to see. If you guys like this style video, check out my Metafy, because if I'm releasing this for free for you, imagine what I do for everyone that actually pays for Metafy. For $50 a month, you get over 120 hours of already released content, plus every single day class from me. With that being said, let's go. This is my Yummy spreadsheet, Yummy Solfachord spreadsheet, and I'm going to be going over every single combo and a few replays so you guys can see how it works. This is a deck list that you could have, but I'm going to show you another deck list as well that has Naturia Beast. This is my Naturia Beast deck list. I'm going to be going over it all for you, and you could do it with just 2 extra deck slots. You don't even need the Reprodocus. Reprodocus is there to make Naturia Beast even when you don't have a Solfachord. So even when you don't have a Solfachord, you could still end on Naturia Beast. And this format, it's auto win. So why don't we just go straight into the combos. You also don't need to play Nat Beast if you don't want to, but it's Nat Beast. I mean, why not? So I'm going to be showing you this line over here where one Solfachord will end on Naturia Beast on its own. I'm going to show you a very average. This is your average hand. You're going to have one Solfachord and one Yummy. After that, I'll show you one Solfachord. It does the same thing. One Solfachord leads to this full board as well. But I want to show you the average one because it plays way better into hand traps. If you have one Solfa, one Yummy, and 3 random hand traps, your deck main 17, it sides into 24. Good luck. Like, I don't understand what these decks are going to be doing. Yes, there's a lot of great decks out there. Like, Match's Draco Tail is fantastic. Radiant Yummy is obviously fantastic. And they all play through hand traps so well. But if every card in your hand is a hand trap and your deck has every 1-card starter in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's very tough for your opponent. So you add Happiness. If your Happiness gets Ash right here, which I would say the most likely scenario, think of the format, guys. Think of the format. Every deck, they don't play real hand traps. Think about it. Radiant plays 0. Draco Tail, how many hand traps does Draco Tail play? Ash and Phimena. And Phimena is not a real hand trap anymore. Phimena is only a real hand trap if you hard draw one of Malulu, one of Pan, and your 1 or 2 Urgulas. It's still not a real, like, you need to draw a 3 of and a 3 of. It's not as real of a hand trap as last format where they had infinite Draco Tails. Now they're playing more of a fusion. It's more like a fusion slop deck where the Phimena is not really a Phimena, if that makes sense. So you can almost play freely, quite literally, which is why I wanted to make an auto win end board from essentially one Solfachord. But you're going to see here with the Cupsy, also with Droll out of the format, you're able to play a lot better. I'm just going to show you the combo and we'll get into the intricacies. It's all shown in the free spreadsheet below. But do consider signing up for the Metafy. It is absolutely fantastic. I offer way too much. I go live every day. It's my life now. This is 2 cards, but it's the same end result, and I'll show you why. You go Zaren before your second pen summon. Zaren is the new best card in this whole deck. I'm gonna show you a line here, which is that's if you don't want to play. I also, in every dueling book replay, I explain if you want to play Nat Beast or not. You go Surprise, get Marshmallow. This gives you Starham. Starham brings out the Morphtronic Earfawn to make that level 1 and makes that a tuner and makes Naturia Beast. And then on their turn, Surprise will special one of these, ending on double Omni Negates, Naturia Beast, double Veiler, and every single Yummy interruption. And even if there's no out to this, and I'll explain why there's no out. Think of Naturia Beast. That means any spell card gets negated. But then you start thinking of cards like Super Poly, Droplet, and Forbidden Crown, right? Those spells, you cannot negate those. However, if you activate Forbidden Crown on Naturia Beast, you chain Surprise, chain Zaren, it gets negated. What about Super Poly? Do you guys see a light, earth, or dark on my field? I cannot get Super Poly'd. What about Droplet? Activate, if they go Droplet, activate a spell, Droplet their entire hand away. They'll have 3 cards left in hand. Resolution, Surprise Special, Yummy, Synchro 2. You have Rizal Cross, your Yummy, Synchro 2, and 2 of your billion hand traps. You still win the game. Even if they go Droplet, Send Spell, Monster, you still win the game. So all the Droplets, Super Poly, Crown, they do nothing. It's essentially Secret Village. And you can get to it with any monster because Earfawn. Why am I releasing this? I told you, I want Yummy supremacy everywhere. This is the best way to play Yummy this format. You need to end on something that's unfair. Punish the players that are playing all board breakers, like myself. Punish them. That way we could reign supreme again, like we did last format. Let me show you some more. There's many different lines and ways to do this. You also don't need a Nap Beast. You can end on 4 Omni Negates if you really wanted to. I'll show you another board here. Let's say you don't want to play Nap Beast. There's like pluses and pros and cons to both, whether you want to play it or not. Like your opponent could have 5 mana and stuff, but the second I realized that no one plays Dark Ruler no more. It's a Draco Tail and Radiant format. The second I realized that you could protect your Nat Beast with double Omni Negate is when I kind of became Nat Beast pilled. And the deck does play around Nibiru, even though I didn't right here. But to play around Nibiru, you do your line a little differently. But with Nibiru and Droll out of the format entirely, you could play kind of freely. No one plays these cards. Someone on Twitch saying, or YouTube, what about Dark Ruler and Ultimate Slayer? The day I see any single topping list play Dark Ruler or Ultimate Slayer in a format that does not give a flying shit about those cards, you let me know and I'll change the end board. Until then, you can ignore it. This is another end board where you go, even if you don't play Nat Beast, because Solfachord Promoa adds itself back, you end on Zarin, Kulia, Herald. That's triple Omni Negate with protection from battle and your Lollipop to do stuff. This is one Solfachord Promoa. It's an incredible deck. Let's go over some replays. I also posted a few replays here. I have about 15 of these replays, but I just have 4 on the spreadsheet. When you're a Metaply member, you get like 50. You get infinite. There's a lot of good ones on here. So for this one, I start Marshmallow. I wanted to show this because look at my hand right here. I kind of play like an idiot a little bit. I play super hard into Azuna. On top of that, I don't open any Yummies. So I think this is kind of a cool way for you guys to see the intricacies of the deck. When you only have 1 Marshmallow, I'd recommend normal summoning instead of specialing. I got greedy. I could have normal one of these. I don't play Almirage in this deck. He goes Nash Knight, but this is where the opponent made a mistake. So I wouldn't even call it a mistake, by the way, but he wants to take a card. So if he takes the Marshmallow, here's the pros and cons of each play that he could have. He doesn't know my hand. I'm not getting sniped right now. If he goes Nash Knight take, I normal any Yummy, it's game over. He loses. So I don't even think he's made a mistake here. But now, allowing me to go into a Link one, I go effect. Now if he takes it, I have this. So now I go, oh, I do play Almirage. Wonderful. I forgot I played Almirage. So Almirage is in another build. I'm going in and out of builds, and I didn't even have to use my surprise. I could have also just, even if you didn't play Almirage, you could go surprise, get Marshmallow, make Link Karibo, and then Minion special. So even though I didn't have access to it, it gives me this play. I use Starham and Cookie to pop the Nash Knight because I want Marshmallow and Grave for my surprise. Use Starham. Starham is our new best friend for many reasons. Lollipop, I have 5 monsters somehow. And this is another build I play where Flora, this is actually the exact deck list that you guys have witnessed there. Flora allows you to go Dragster. I went double Omni Negate here, Dragster and Zarin. Let's go back to the deck lists. That's the deck list you see a picture of. The deck list you see a picture of allows you to play. I ended on double Omni Negate and I opened 0 Solfachords. So I want to show options you guys could do here. A big issue of Solfachord Yummy is when you don't open a Solfachord. However, if you just open Yummies, or let's say Happiness gets stopped, you could also just end on double Omni Negate. Now, even though the issue with this is your follow-up is not as good, so you're kind of reliant on that. So at this situation, you see Azuna Lupus, you know you're playing against VS K9. I just wanted double Omnis. I could go surprise right now to summon a Synchro 2, or I could wait in case they go Typhon. I personally think this is a mistake to go surprise into Cupsy, because now if he normals anything and goes Typhon, enter battle, attack Cupsy, bounce, I'll be in a lot of trouble unless I draw a level 1 the next turn. So there's a world where I should have, we're just testing, so I do Minion on my turn, so I could have that for later, and he passes. And then I actually said live on stream, watch, I'm gonna draw Cupsy, and my draw for a turn was Cupsy. Cupsy and myself, we speak telepathically to each other, and he opted not to make a play. Look at his hand, by the way. If I did not go double Omni, I might have lost this. Look at this shit. His hand's absolutely, utterly broken. He had Fua and Lupus, and he had 4 incredible starters for his deck. But I ended on double Omni Negate, and I drew the Cupsy because I'm goated. Next, it's Mad Love. This also this is a build with Obedience, which I'll explain Obedience in a sec. Delta is going to be very important, I believe, in the next upcoming list, because there's only a finite number of cards that stop the spells. The shifter really hurt us here, but look at the shifter really hurt. I hate shifter. That card needs to go. The obedient school, we're gonna need to like it's kill or lose. Like this is kill or lose. If we don't kill him, it's over. So I go happiness. Someone in chat says, is Dragster and Omni? I thought it was only spell negate. In a deck with all yummy interruptions, Dragster, it's the same equivalent as if it's a spell and trap negate, it's the same thing as an Omni. Because all the only thing the yummy cards lack is spell and trap negation. You don't need negation when you're dealing with every monster left, right, and center, right? So it's the same equivalent as an Omni. If Dragster was spell trap and monster, I don't think I would ever use the monster. It'd only specifically be there to negate spell and trap. I get a bunch of advantage here. I special Solfachord, and he stops this. This is it really hurts that he gets rid of this, because now our obedient school won't be able to resolve. I don't know if I was getting sniped here, but gets rid of that. I'm forced to crash here, and shifter just does too much because I could have entered battle, and all these cards like we almost won that through shifter. Unfortunate, but anyways, we're gonna go on to the next game. This one I have the Marshmallow. You can see his hands here. Very good hand of pushes with Lupus starting the turn with a free Typhon Zeus type of play. But you'll see the end board and see if that it will ever matter. I go Cupsy here because this will allow you to play around Nibiru better. It's an incredible deck. All these lines show on the combo sheet. You can just get the combo sheet down below. Summon. I make sure I have Surprise. That way, even if we get hit with Nibiru, we have Surprise just sitting there for free, so we can still play. I didn't go through Snatchy yet. I use this to get this back. I could pen summon again. Just beautiful, really. When you're facing the Typhon Zeus, make sure all your shit's in attack position. Make sure all your shit's in attack position, always. Because now, if he enters battle, if he goes to enter battle phase, you could very easily just summon out Linkaribo, making it so this will always be 0 attack. If you put something in defense, for example, if I special Cupsy Yummy in attack, which I actually think I end up doing as an error, you could just attack the Cupsy. At 0-0, nothing happens. So I make a huge error to special the Cupsy. Y'all see that? Huge mistake, because now he's able to attack, nothing happens, and go free Zeus. So that was a mistake. It doesn't matter, because I'm still gonna win. Because once he summons something, I negate it, and I still have triple, quadruple negates actually. So that's the deck. You guys can check out the replays, and there's also a line where what happens if your happiness gets negated. You end on a decent end board through 5 cards, because they're gonna stop that. If your happiness gets negated, you just end on full yummy board. So I have all the replays here for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this style video. I do think Solfachord Yummy is the best way to play Yummy. The best way to play Yummy. Radiant Yummy is not Yummy. Radiant Yummy is the best way to play Radiant. Does that make sense? Radiant Yummy, the Yummies are there to push. You're playing a board breaker deck, right? Solfachord Yummy is the best way to play pure Yummy. The Solfachords lead to Yummies, and the Yummies lead to the Radiants. Does that make sense? This is the best way to do it. Highly advise you do it. Absolutely incredible deck. As of right now, 1 week prior to the event, my Metafy will know what I'm going to play before the event. I still am a little bit undecided currently. I'm deciding between 3 decks on what to take. Solfachord Yummy. If I decide that I need hand traps this format, I'm taking Solfachord Yummy, period. But then if I decide board breakers are the way to go, I'm taking Radiant Yummy. It's still to be determined. We have a whole week away. I'm looking forward to seeing the results of the weekend's regionals, as well as just in general dueling book as it progresses over a week. Because how you have to build your deck is if you know what to expect. Is it going to be a format where you're going to need hand traps or breakers? As of right now, it's exactly what I predicted of Branded Draco Tail and Radiant. You don't need hand traps against any of those decks. So hopefully I can take Radiant Yummy, but I want to see how the format progresses. If Draco Tail Magistus or Spell Canceller style decks will be prevalent, because that will depend on your deck. Check it out down below. This will not be the last Solfachord Yummy video. Solfachord Yummy, I'm telling you, is the best way to play actual Yummy moving forward. And it's Radiant Yummy is not Yummy. Radiant Yummy is like a super omega combo deck with breakers, and it's like a Radiant deck on steroids. So, but if you guys want to play a deck with hand traps, to not have to think on what to do and to not go into double loss, because you're gonna get a lot of double game losses with Radiant Yummy, I would highly recommend Solfachord Yummy. If you liked the video, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you guys next video. Peace, baby. And don't forget who the best you can play in the world is. So go learn from him down below on Metafy. Myself. Bye.